Yeah, speaking of evil, drop a gem news. Just wanted to talk to y'all about something. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. A lot of internal changes are going on with the show, but we're gonna keep rocking out, man. I want to talk to y'all a little bit about the Nas Drink Champs interview. Salute to Nore. You know, I love Nore. I like the show. He has a lot of great guests. The show is amazing. I see the evolution and the improvement. So I'm not knocking that. I think it's an amazing show. Salute to Drink Champs, EFN, all that. Salute. Um, I know he's probably trying to get Nas on the show for a while. It's very hard to get Nas in interviews. You don't see too many Nas interviews. So again, salute getting Nas on there, even though they are friends. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he left out a lot of things in this interview, man. He didn't challenge Nore. Excuse me, didn't challenge Nas. I shouldn't say challenge, but he didn't. There's a lot of fluff. He didn't ask him a lot of tough questions, and he left out a lot of things. Why hasn't he done more work with Premier? Why hasn't he done more work with Pete Rock? Even though Pete Rock just did a joint in the Lost Tapes joint, we reported that first on Drop a Gem. Didn't ask him about the J beef. Didn't ask him. I would have asked him. Did he feel a certain type of way about Beyonce and Jay-Z dropping their album the same day his album dropped, or Kanye album the album that Kanye produced the same day. Then again, recently I think Jay dropped a single the day he dropped Lost Tapes. So what's really his relationship with Jay? Are they still harbor feelings? Is it just competitive? But that's almost trying to stop a brother's bread. I don't know. I guess in the world of streaming it's a little bit different. But he could have went back and asked Nas about the whole Eat the Beef, like went in depth with it. Didn't ask anything about Cormega, Nature. Didn't ask too much about Foxy. Brought up Foxy a little bit, but not a lot of tough questions, man. Could have asked a little bit more about the investments, the Queensbridge VC venture capital firm that he has, that they're running around making all these lucrative investments. That's giving him nice ROIs, return on investments. A bunch of stuff he left out. When are we gonna get a new Nas album? Not a Lost Tapes joint, a joint where Premier, Pete Rock, Large, all the known guys from the Illmatic era, and mix it with some new guys. Could have asked about AZ. Why we never got an AZ album? What's the relationship with AZ? They touched on AZ very slightly, but why they don't got more songs together? Why you never really see Nas, with A, or so what's the situation with that? Excuse me. There was a lot of things I felt Nore left out. So could have asked about the interview when Vlad interviewed his baby moms, Carmen. Carmen was talking reckless. Could have asked about Khalees. Could have asked about why Nas. What's Nas? I would have liked to hear a question like, what's Nas' beat picking selection? Like, what's his process when he goes to pick a beat? Because the knock on Nas, and I'm not saying yes or no, I'm just saying the knock on Nas has been his lyricism has never been on trial, but his beat selection. So I would have asked about that. What's the process? Why do you feel people don't like some of the beats you rock over? Just a lot of things, man. I felt, it was a good interview. A lot of fluff. Shout out to Nore. Like I said, I got mad respect for Nore, Drink Champs, EFN, and all that. Show was great. But I think he dropped the ball a little bit on the Nas album. It could have been a phenomenal, crazy album. Nas seemed like he was, he didn't seem like he was introverted. This interview, he seemed comfortable. And he was willing to talk. He, probably had a couple of shots at him. He was burning the L down in the video. But that's another thing, man. It's a double-edged sword with Nore. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Nore's relationships within the industry is what get him all these huge guests. He's by far he's had the biggest guests on his podcast out of all of us. But those same relationships that land him all these monster guests also maybe handcuff him from asking the tough questions. I don't know. Anyway, we got some big things coming up. I don't know what y'all opinion is, but we got some big things coming up on the Drop a Gem show, Drop a Gem TV. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like, share it. You know what I'm saying? Show some love, help us grow, and that's how it's going down. Speak no evil, Drop a Gem TV. Little food for thought. Peace.